This has failed before. State Representative Eric Johnson of Dallas has concerns. Voted for it this time. What were your concerns? How could anybody be against texting while driving or banning texting while driving?
Well, I don't think anyone's against the idea of getting people to stop texting while driving. I certainly wasn't. I've never heard anybody say that. I think the issues for me, and I want to say I did oppose this bill in the past, and I supported it this time when we voted for it on the House floor. But in the past, my concerns were really this. One, I wasn't convinced that texting while driving was any different than any other form of distracted driving that we don't ban. Eating while driving, putting on makeup while driving, tending to kids in the car seat in the back seat while driving.
Right.
So I didn't understand why we needed to carve it out. And I've since learned over the years by looking at data that it actually is a different form of distracted driving. It's a little more engaging, and it actually is more dangerous, frankly, than those other forms of distracted driving. So that contributed. But the other factor that I was concerned about, and that a lot of people from a civil libertarian standpoint are concerned about, is how do you enforce this law? How does anyone know what you're doing on your phone? The difference between texting and looking at an emergency Amber Alert, or looking at your map, to figure out where you're going, or looking at your clock, other things that the law actually says are illegal.
It also seems like enforcing it would require an admission on your part that you were in fact texting while driving. Even under this proposal, as I understand it, the police can't say, give me your phone.
No, they can't. And what it basically boils down to is a police officer would have to go to court and say, it's my word against the driver. I say he was texting while driving. He says he was looking at Google Maps. You tell me who you believe. And the police officer, tends to have a little advantage in that situation. So that was a concern I had.
It may be a law that's on the books and it says a lot. It may or may not do a lot in practical terms as far as saving lives or preventing injuries.
Right, and one of the things that it will do that I talked about on the House floor and when I amended this bill, one thing it will do is it will increase traffic stops. It's one more reason for cops to pull people over, and I was concerned that those could turn into arrests, which then lead to these police interactions with citizens that sometimes turn violent that we're trying to actually reduce. So the bill author agreed with me. Speaker Craddick agreed that we should probably put an amendment on the bill that says this is not an arrestable offense. It's only able to be punished by a citation. So you cannot go to jail for breaking this law.
I do want to ask you something, but you're intimately involved in something else, and that's redistricting, and federal judge, a panel of federal judges saying that a couple of districts, congressional districts, not Austin, but three of them here in Texas, have been gerrymandered to exclude minority voters, or to pack them in to one district and keep them out of another district.
Yes, that's true. Two federal judges ruled that in 2011, when we drew the congressional maps for congressional districts 23, 27, and 35, that we broke the law by diluting minority voting strength intentionally to create a certain effect. And so the court has said that those districts are invalid. And my position is Speaker Straus has named a redistricting committee. He's named a chair of that committee. It's Representative Cindy Burkett from here in the North Texas area. That committee has a budget. It's got a staff. What are we waiting on? We now have a ruling. We should bring in lawyers to come and explain to us what the implications of the ruling are, and if there's something we can do legislatively, like correct those maps, I think we should. I don't think justice should have to wait. I think too often when it comes to the constitutional rights of minority groups, our attitude has been, well, let's wait and deal with it. I think the time to deal with injustice is always right now.
Okay, and with not much time left in this legislative session.
70 plus days, we got time.
We'll see. You're so optimistic.
I like to work.
That's a rare treat down in Austin, isn't it?